it's Miss Hirschler. Today we're going to learn how to weld a bead with rod using the oxyacetylene welding process. Before we get started, let's talk about what filler rod is and why it's used in oxyacetylene welding. Filler rod is also known as filler metal or a welding rod. This rod is dipped into a weld pool to fill gaps and create a strong welded joint. In an earlier video, I demonstrated how to push a puddle using the oxyacetylene welding process. If we were to test the strength of the bead without filler rod and the bead in this video with the filler metal, the puddle without filler rod would break so much easier because there's no additional material for added strength. Make sure you have all your proper PPE on and let's get started. Before we get started, set up your work area. Today we will be using a fire brick to keep the metal from heating up the rest of the table, a mild steel welding rod, 14 gauge material, and an oxyacetylene torch with a single aught welding tip. Once your work area is set up, light the torch, find neutral flame, and let's roll. At the beginning of your weld, make sure to build a decent sized puddle before dipping the filler rod into the middle of the molten puddle. As previously practiced, when pushing a puddle, use a small circular or back and forth motion with the flame. After every turn of the flame, dip the filler metal into the center of the puddle. I like to tell myself, dip, turn, dip, turn. Continue to guide the puddle with the flame and add a consistent amount of filler rod to ensure a nice uniform bead. Towards the end of the metal, as you are finishing your bead, the metal is pretty hot and will cause your puddle to travel faster. Just add more rod to keep consistency as you finish the bead. Once again, here is the finished product. Now you know how to weld an oxyacetylene bead with rod. Happy practicing! Thanks for watching.